Okay, guys, so this is a new recording about the new lesson on page 164 in your books. It's titled Childhood Obesity, Forget Small Steps, Tackle Big Food. What does it mean? First of all, what is childhood obesity? It's when a child is extremely overweight. Good. And when they tell you, forget small steps and tackle big food, what does it mean? Forget small steps. I mean, okay, exactly. Obesity is tackled by food. So when you forget small steps, I mean, forget the small things, the small changes to your life, and think of the big food that you're eating, because this is the main cause behind obesity. I've previously asked you this question in the warm-up questions. They told you, those who think they have no time for healthy eating will sooner or later have to find time for illness. It means people who don't eat healthy, what will happen to their health? They will get ill, like they get obese. You told me they'll have high chances for diabetes and cancer.
Wow.
What about also strokes? And what about hypertension? What do we mean by hypertension? High blood pressure. ضغط الدم. Exactly. So there are a lot of illnesses that are connected to unhealthy eating and obesity. What about acne, skin acne? Yeah. Okay, chocolate and everything. There are a lot of fatty foods that also trigger acne in the face. Sorry? No, it's not a rule. Guys, is it a rule that everyone has cancer? Is it a rule that everyone... Okay, we're speaking about possible outcomes or possible effects. Huh? It could be hereditary, but in many cases, the food that we eat has a direct effect on our health. In sentence 2, they said a well-balanced diet is considered a must. Okay? Can we think of some elements of a balanced diet? Like, what should it include?
Healthy food.
No, be specific. Healthy diet. Diet means food. Okay? Guys, focus on the question, please. I'm not asking about a healthy lifestyle right now. I'm asking about what is meant by a well-balanced diet.
Proteins, vitamins.
Okay, when you balance your... Okay, it's when you balance your carbs and your proteins and your fats and your fiber intake. In this case, your body will be consuming from every single item on the food pyramid. It's like you're consuming proteins, you're consuming fats, carbs, fruits and vegetables. In this case, even you're consuming like a variety of foods. In this case, your diet is balanced. But when you focus, for example, on fried foods, when you focus on sweets, when you focus in this way, is your diet balanced at all? Okay. Let's proceed. Read the following article, which addresses a vital health issue, childhood obesity, and measures that can help curb it. So now we're going to talk about this problem, childhood obesity, and suggest measures or solutions that can help in curbing it or limiting it. Khalid and Ghazal. When you are through with the reading, answer the questions that follow. Childhood obesity. Forget small steps, tackle big food. It means take serious action to make a difference in your lifestyle. I'm going to start reading paragraph 1, and in the remaining paragraphs, you guys will be participating in the reading. A fitness blogger and personal trainer is being criticized for promoting damaging body image messages after releasing workout videos that teach children as young as 1 how to squat, salsa dance, and eat healthily. Ashley Bynes, 29 years old, uses her platform as a social media influencer to show off her toned body and run her Australian fitness empire. But now the mom has come under fire for her new business venture. Ashley and friends a workout cartoon targeted towards getting young children to exercise, featuring cartoon characters which will help animated Ashi and her magic shoes fly around the world. Each edutainment episode, what do you think is the meaning of edutainment? It's educational entertainment. They joined them into one word, merged them into one word. It's edutainment. So here we have a personal trainer and a fitness blogger. Her name is Ashi Bynes. She decided not to teach children how to work out in a very traditional cliche way. She used her online platform to create a fitness empire, but how does it deliver the message to children? Through a workout cartoon. Okay? From this cartoon, she tries to get children to exercise. From this cartoon, she shows that she wears magic shoes and she flies around the world, teaching children about geography, language, music, nutrition, and fitness. Don't you think this is a very creative way to deliver the message to kids? Well, because at the end of the day, if you bring a documentary to a child, he will not be engaged in it. He will get bored. He will not enjoy it. But when you show them a cartoon show that delivers this message and teaches them a lot of things through a cartoon show called Ashi and Friends, it would be more attractive. Because more than ever, it is critical to inspire a love of health and fitness in our children. Because, Yara, children are always, we compare them to a sponge. Children are like a sponge. Whatever you give them, they just absorb it. They absorb it, exactly. Balance it properly. We are in a global health crisis, and it grows worse by the year. By 2030, almost half the world's population will be overweight or obese if current trends continue. The World Health Organization has warned, what are the trends that we have in the world today that are causing children to be obese or to be at least overweight? War, so it's like a lockdown. People are just at home and eating. Food reviews, exactly. When people watch food bloggers and TikTok. Okay, the children are always interested in following trends related to new kinds of food, trying new candies and blah. Okay, exactly. So social media is playing a role in attracting children to eat more, especially unhealthy foods. Also, what are some trends that are causing children to be obese or overweight, other than staying at home or following the food bloggers and food trends? What about their lifestyles? Like children addicted to gaming. Exactly, gamers. They stay seated and they keep on snacking as they play. Okay, what do they snack on? Chocolate, chips, blah, blah. Okay, so also children who are addicted to gaming are always seated and they are eating unhealthy food, snacking on unhealthy food, and this is also triggering obesity and weight gain worldwide. There are already 124 million obese children, a more than tenfold increase in 4 decades. So in the last 40 years or 4 decades, because a decade is equal to
40 years.
1 decade, 10 years. 4 decades, no. Look, 1 decade, look, 1 decade is
10 years.
1 decade is 10 years. 1 century is 100 years. 1 millennium is 1,000 years. Okay? Hello, Jana. So here we're talking about, we're talking about childhood obesity and how there are a lot of trends around the world, a lot of lifestyles around the world that are causing children to be obese. They said here that the number of obese children in the last 4 decades, in the last 40 years, has increased tenfold, yani 10 times. Okay, more than 1 million of these live in the UK. So imagine only in the UK we have more than 1 million obese children. which has the worst obesity rates in Western Europe. Why do you think children in the UK are more prone to obesity? What could the reason be?
One the UK.
Hmm, No matter how you
fast food. Where you go see
fast food and also their lifestyles, they have sedentary lifestyles. They sit a lot. 4 in 5 will grow up to be obese adults, and the leader of the UK's pediatric body warns that this will cost them 10 to 20 years of healthy life. So imagine an obese child, because of his weight, he will have 10 to 20 years in his life, ya Yara, where he will suffer from health issues. Okay? And this is very expensive because it's costing you 10 to 20 years of your healthy life. After all, obesity is a short but painful trip to hell. Why do you think, ya Khaled, they called it a painful trip to hell? Obesity? Because children or people, no, not necessarily bullying. It's a painful trip. I'm talking about health here. It's painful to the health because, as you told me, how many illnesses might result from obesity? Plenty. Okay, so people don't actually die an easy death because of obesity. They suffer a lot for several years, and after that, they end up dead. Okay. Some people have strokes. Yeah, of course. So, because they don't move much. Yeah. True, because they don't move much. So, Yara, they don't move much. So the blood in the body is not circulating properly. The blood ends up clotting. The blood becomes very thick and it starts clotting. Okay? So this is a social problem because, please guys, this is a social problem both in cause and consequence. So obesity is not only a health problem, it's also a social problem. Let's see why. The chief executive of NHS England, Simon Stevens, has warned that obesity could bankrupt the health service. What does it mean? It bankrupts. What's the meaning of bankrupt? يأفلس.
They go broke.
Yeah, they go broke. No, the health service system in America and in Europe, the government covers the medical expenses of people. Okay, like if you are a German citizen and you get sick, you go to hospital. Who covers your expenses? The government. Okay, so when more and more people become obese, they become sick more and more. They go to doctors and hospitals more and more. Who ends up paying huge amounts of money? Governments. So the health systems and the insurance companies in many countries are going bankrupt because of this. Okay? Yet the government's response has been as modest and inadequate as these figures are shocking. Of course, governments, as we said before, their funds, the money that they have to cover health expenses, they're becoming very modest. It means they're wasting a lot of money on this, and the figures, the numbers are shocking. Medical experts describe its childhood obesity strategy as weak, embarrassing, and even insulting. Okay. So the government's response has been as modest and inadequate as these figures are shocking. Medical experts describe its childhood obesity strategy as weak, embarrassing, and even insulting. Governments worldwide are not preparing or creating a childhood obesity strategy. Are they trying to solve this problem, taking serious measures? Governments? No. That's why they are coming up with very weak, embarrassing, and insulting measures. Yani nothing serious is being done. Though it inherited a tax on sugary drinks. So some governments decided to place taxes on sugary drinks like juices, like Pepsi, like such things. They make them expensive so that children stop buying them. They put taxes on them, which comes into force this year from George Osborne. It rode back from restrictions on price cutting promotions and junk food marketing or advertising. Even some governments decided, Ya Ghazal, to stop promoting junk food. No more junk food advertisements. Diet, no more. Okay? And more taxes on sugary foods and drinks. Instead, the strategy relies heavily on measures such as school activity programs. Also, there are some governments that are forcing schools to create programs that will help children to move more, exercise more, and in this case, they will not be gaining weight. They don't want junk food to be advertised. Like, for example, McDonald's, buy one burger, get one free. People will be excited to go and eat more. They stopped this type of promotions. In this case, they are trying to limit the number of children who are attracted to eat junk food. However, new research shows, without tougher action on the food industry, it will cash in while the rest of us pay. So food industry, the food, the factories that produce those types of food are cashing in. It means they are getting more and more money, while the rest of us are paying what the expenses and the taxes to cover the health sector's expenses. Take a look, please, at this illustration in the middle of the page. Childhood obesity is estimated to cost $14 billion annually. Annually means every year in direct health expenses. So imagine childhood obesity only. Forget about other diseases like cancer, like whatever. Childhood obesity only costs $14 billion every year. And this is a huge number, of course. Paragraph 4. Khalil, can you come sit here and read paragraph 4?
Yes.
Campaigners
warned that school activity programs would not be enough. Now research proves they were right. Even when such
initiative
tackled both diet and exercise, and make efforts to reach out to families.
Okay, let me interrupt you here for a second. Why did campaigners believe that school activity programs are not enough? Like, even if schools try to make children move more, exercise more, burn calories more. No, they said here diet and exercise are not enough. We should reach out to families. Why do you think they said so? In other words, is it enough? Like, if you're a student, you come to school, you eat healthy, and you work out. But if you go back home and you snack on chips and chocolate and eat burgers and fried foods and what would happen? Would nothing. So that's why schools and parents need to be working together to solve this problem. It's not the school only. Okay, that's why they said efforts should reach out to families. Continue, Khalil. Children
in schools in the West Midlands were given a year of extra physical activity session, a healthy eating program, and cookery workshops with their parents. It failed to have any significant effect on children's weight. The researchers' conclusions were clear. Much more
ambitious action is needed. Okay, so it's not enough to be working with the school only, like bringing parents to school and giving them workshops about healthy cooking and eating, blah, blah. This is effective, but at the same time, it's not enough. Because this whole process should extend to homes. Khalid, paragraph 5.
Yeah.
Raise your voice, please.
The causes of the obesity epidemic are multiple and complex. As the landmark website report produced over a decade ago underscored, we live in an obesogenic.
Sorry? Obesogenic.
Obesogenic environment, and some more so than others. More than twice as many children in deprived areas are obese as in affluent areas. TVs and smartphones in bedrooms and reliance on cars.
Reliance means they depend on cars.
Reliance on cars play their part. So to do food deserts, where fruit and vegetables are expensive or inaccessible, it is cheaper to fill a hungry child with donuts than with apples.
Okay, we need to know something that in America, people don't buy like fruits and vegetables in kilos. They buy like one apple, one banana, an orange. That's how they buy things. So many children believe that it's more affordable to buy a donut or a croissant or a cookie, okay, with half the amount of money than buying an apple, and it makes them feel full. It's a package. Yeah, it's many people they cannot afford healthy eating. Like today, if you want to diet, okay, what would you be eating? Fruits and veggies and proteins. You need to buy a lot of chicken, meat. Okay, so this is relatively more expensive than buying manouche, than buying. No, it's different. Like sometimes if you're not dieting, you might go. Yeah, sure. No, we're talking in general. Junk food is cheap. Healthy food is more expensive. Okay? Like for example, if you want to go buy a shawarma sandwich, it's very affordable, but it's full of fat. Okay? And it's cheap. True. But if you want to go buy a chicken breast and cook it with veggies at home, it's more expensive. Got me? So the point is, some people believe that it's more affordable to me to buy something unhealthy, but it makes me feel full. Okay? Okay, that's how many people think, because that's how much they can afford. Okay? So we as the world today, not only specific countries, the whole world is living in an obesogenic environment. It means people exposed to obesity are becoming a lot. They are increasing. Imagine $14 billion are being spent on obesity. Why? Because children today, are they like playing and doing exercises and sports? No, most of them are watching TV, using their smartphones, sitting in their bedrooms, and depending on cars to
Transport.
the bang. Okay, guys, we can continue reading the selection next time.
Okay,
Thank you so
very
much.